Hi everyone, this is section 2 of your facial and cranial bones of the skull. So let's get started with number 1. However, I will be marking some of these off your list, so make sure you stay tuned because our models do not appropriately show some of these features. Number 1, zygomatic arch is seen here. Number 2 is the temporal bone. 3, styloid process. This is a good view of it. 4, external auditory canal. It's here. 5 is a lambdoidal suture. It's going to separate that temporal and occipital bone. 6, the incisive foramen. That is incorrect. 6 is the foramen magnum. Okay. Occipital bone here. Occipital condyle are these two sections right here. Number 9 is the parietal bone. 10, the jugular foramen, and the opening of the carotid canal. I will not ask you these, however, if you do want to see them, you can view them on this model. So the jugular foramen is here, okay, this opening, and then we have the opening of the carotid. Okay, hang on, right here. Number 12, the mandibular fossa. I am not going to ask you that on this model either. Number 13 is the vomer. 14, palatine process of the maxilla. Right here. This is the palatine bone in red. 16, frontal bone. I will not show you that on this model right now, but it was reviewed in the previous video. Frontal sinus will also be crossed off your list because it is hard to view on this guy. Sphenoid bone, number 18. We've already talked about this also on the previous video, but it is also here. So you can see it on this white model. Sphenoid bone. Inside of that you have your sella turcica. That is this area. Ethmoid bone, number 20, you can see it on here. A partial piece of it. Also the crista galli would be this section. And then the cribriform plate would be flanking the sides here. I would not ask you those on this model, I would ask you on the actual bone. Foramen ovale, you can see it, but I will not ask you that, and it is right here. More of an oval shape, so that's pretty straightforward. Internal auditory meatus, you also cannot see on this model, so you can cross that one off your list. And then the incisive foramen, you can also cross that one off too. Any questions, please email me.